Welcome to another deep dive. We're going on a journey today. It's into the world of Coptic Orthodox hymns. And specifically, we're going to be looking at the Meet and Write podcast and the Coptic Hymns in English project. For any of you joining us for the first time, get excited. Father Nathanael and the team are going to be bringing you even more episodes like this one as we go forward.
It's always so great to get to share these incredible hymns with more people. I mean, the music itself is beautiful, but then there's just so much history and meaning tacked into each one.
Yeah.
So much more than meets the ear, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we hear that a lot about music and prayer. But how do these hymns actually bring that to life? Like, what's the magic ingredient here?
Well, music just has this incredible power to evoke emotion, right? Like, you hear a certain song and you're instantly transported back to a memory, or you're flooded with joy or even sadness in Coptic hymns. They really tap into that power. They use it to help us connect more deeply with God. Sometimes it's by setting scripture to music. And then suddenly those words that we've maybe read 100 times, well, they take on this whole new meaning.
So it's like you're experiencing scripture in a whole different dimension. You're not just reading it, you're feeling it. But what about people who are new to Coptic traditions? Like, they might not have that same connection to the scripture or the music.
Right, and that's where understanding the context of liturgical worship can really help. Liturgical worship, it basically means a structured way of worshiping with set prayers and readings and hymns. And these hymns, well, they're often tied to specific parts of the liturgy, so they take on even more meaning within that structure.
I see. So it's like each hymn has its own special place and purpose in this bigger picture. That makes a lot of sense. And speaking of making these hymns accessible, the Coptic Hymns in English project is doing some amazing work, right? How do they choose which hymns to translate? Like, is it tricky to capture all the nuances of the original Coptic?
Oh, it's definitely meticulous work. It's a real balancing act. They have to stay true to the spiritual heart of the hymns and the poetry of the original Coptic. But they also want to make them understandable for a larger audience. That's one of the things that's so great about their app, and even being on platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. It's amazing how technology can help bridge those gaps and share these traditions more widely.
It's really incredible. It's like they're opening a door for so many more people to experience the beauty of these hymns. And it's not just about translations, right? The Meet and Write podcast goes even deeper, exploring the history and symbolism woven into each hymn.
Absolutely. They really get into the nitty-gritty, like the stories behind the hymns, the saints who wrote them, even the theological ideas embedded in the lyrics. And you know what? Understanding those deeper layers, it can make the hymns even more powerful. They become more than just beautiful melodies. They become profound meditations.
It's pretty remarkable. It's like something as simple as singing can spark such a powerful spiritual experience.
It really is. And it shows just how enduring these hymns are, how they can connect generations of believers through the power of music and shared faith.
This has been such an eye-opening look into the world of Coptic Orthodox hymns. It's inspiring to see how Meet and Write and Coptic Hymns in English are bringing these traditions to a wider audience. If you're intrigued and want to explore further, make sure you subscribe to the Meet and Write podcast and definitely check out Coptic Hymns in English. You can find them on Spotify and Apple Music or wherever you get your podcasts and music. Trust me, you won't regret it.